Ignore him, Doc. He's blowing this whole thing out of proportion.
My asses was out of proportion, Mike. Okay, I had a big chunk missing.
It's actually a small chunk.
This is Martin Lawrence, a comedian and actor with legendary contributions to the world of comedy, like his various stand-up specials and his self-titled sitcom, Martin. He also has a successful film career that covers not just comedy, but action, especially with the Bad Boys franchise, which welcomes the new sequel, Bad Boys for Life.
Oh, this is my wife's car.
Cover the front door!
She knows. She always knows.
After spending his younger days doing the odd comedy show in the DC area, Martin eventually moved to New York and started performing at the Improv. Not long after that, he made his first TV appearance doing stand-up on Star Search, which led to his first series regular role on a TV show, What's Happening Now.
And if you hire me now, I could pay off big for you later.
How's that?
So when I own this building, I won't raise your rent.
Martin's next milestone came when he crossed paths with Spike Lee in the late 80s. Spike saw Martin's act at a comedy show and decided to cast him in a little joint he was working on called Do the Right Thing.
Damn, man, you might as well throw them out. Them to blow.
Not long after the wild success of that film, another prominent black director, Reginald Hudlin, seemed to know exactly how to utilize Martin's talents when he cast him as wisecracking best friend characters in 3 of his films: the cult classic House Party, its sequel House Party 2, and the comedy Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. Martin's continued efforts in stand-up combined with his successful film career led to his own sitcom, which was the ultimate showcase for his talents. Sure, he played the main character, Martin Payne, a smart aleck radio DJ in Detroit, but it was his 9 additional characters that seemed to get more attention, like Edna, Martin's mom, who still has Martin Lawrence's mustache, loudmouthed, faded pimp Jerome,
Look at the white dude, look at the white dude.
and of course Martin's neighbor across the hall, Shanae.
I like to say what's up to Laquita and all my homies from around the way. Hi.
During his tenure on Martin, he had time to write and direct a feature film, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. He made an infamous appearance on Saturday Night Live, delivering an off-script monologue about the importance of female hygiene, which subsequently banned him from ever hosting again.
The daggone censors are following me everywhere around, which they get off my ass. Oops, damn, did I slip?
And of course, he starred alongside Will Smith in Michael Bay's action comedy, Bad Boys.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
The fact that both Will Smith and Martin Lawrence were starring in highly successful TV shows at the time contributed to its success, as well as the freedom they were given to improvise during filming.
Put the gun down and give me a pack of tropical fruit Bubblicious. And some Skittles.
And a personal highlight for Martin was starring alongside Eddie Murphy in the crime comedy drama Life, which spans over 50 years telling the story of a friendship between 2 inmates.
Well, if you're thinking about booking it, I want in.
For the past couple decades, Martin's continued to have success in film, particularly in action comedies.
I forgot my keys.
Big Mama's House was hugely successful, leading to multiple sequels, and Bad Boys 2 was even badder and boysier than the first. Getting into the 2010s, Martin slowed down a bit to focus on his family, then came back in 2016 with his first stand-up special in 14 years. Film-wise, in addition to starring alongside Matthew McConaughey in Harmony Korine's comedy The Beach Bum, Martin Lawrence is returning to the tried and true world of action comedy with Bad Boys for Life. And speaking of revisiting old franchises, there have been unconfirmed reports that a Martin reboot might be around the corner. To that, all we have to say is...
What's up? What's up?